Hey, I want to talk about friends and accountability and check-in. I have a group of friends, and every morning we check in, we say good morning. If we have not heard from that particular person by 11 o'clock, then we call them on the telephone. If we haven't heard, they don't pick up the phone. Many of us have keys to each other's homes, so we'll go to the home, or if we know who their loved one is, we'll call them. Hey, have you heard from such and such? Have you done such and such? And it's really just accountability of friendship, keeping in contact, knowing that sometimes somebody needs to know something about us. I also find it interesting that, during the course of the conversation every morning, we type in, how are you doing? Are you okay? Is everything okay? And I found that, the other morning we checked in, and I did a check-in, and, hey, how you doing? Sometimes we send a GIF, sometimes we just do, and we check in, have you heard from such and such? But the other morning, one of the people in the group, she checked in, and they said, yeah, well, hey, kind of late here, how you doing? She said, well, I'm not really feeling great today, kind of draggy, I kind of feel just out of sorts. So we're kind of like, okay, so what's going on? They said, I don't know. Usually I feel kind of good. And so she said, well, do you need any support? With sending these text messages back and forth. No, I'm fine. I just, tired. I don't know. I just out of sorts. Goes back, well, maybe we need to do such and such. Oh, well, I need to eat, drink some water, making sure that you're just okay. So then you get a sidebar because we all kind of know each other. So I get a text message from one of the people in the group, not for during the whole group of us, which is 3 in this particular accountability group. And she's, I'm really worried about her. I don't know what's going on. A little bit concerned. What do you think? I'm like, well, did you call her on the telephone? She says no. I said, okay, we'll call her and see what she says, and then we can decide where we're going over there or what we need to do to support her in whatever's going on with her. So she calls her on the telephone, has a conversation. Then she gets back in the main group. She says, I talked to such and such, and she's just feeling better. She doesn't want me to come over. I don't need to hold her hand or hold her up. And, right now she just needs to be okay. So I think that what we'll do is we'll check on her throughout the day and just do some checks and balances. And if I need to, I'm 10 minutes away and I can go over there, I can do whatever. And I thought that was really kind of interesting to have that. I also have another one that said that I check in with, and if she doesn't check in or text back, one time there was a problem with the system. I think we were texting at the same time. So I did not get her message that she was okay. Hello, good morning. I didn't get the good morning. So I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? I usually wait until about 11 o'clock. Haven't heard from her. I called up, say, hey, what's up like that? Why haven't I heard from you? What's going on? She says, I responded back. No, you didn't. I didn't get your response. We had to go through this whole thing, making sure the system's working. Well, send me another hello, send me this. So I'm making sure we're in check with each other. And she says yes, and everything's working fine. We finally got it together. I believe it was because she was sending and I was sending at the same time. So somehow or another, cancel each other out. But this accountability, friendship circle, sisterhood, whatever you want to call it, really works very well and keeps them on track, because if nobody knows, that little group is going to wonder about me. I'm going to wonder about them. I have called them on the phone. I've showed up at their doorstep. Again, I'm one that got keys, I think, to 2 of their homes. And, they know. And the other night, it got even more interesting because we're concerned about this particular woman's health. They said, well, do we know what medication you all are? Then we need to share our medication list. Now we're getting a little bit, but we are in tune and we're in check and we care and we're compassionate about each other, that we want to know what's going on in each other. Now, do we see each other a lot? No, we don't see each other a lot. I think one of the ladies in one of the groups, she lives in New Jersey, and the rest of us in the DC area. But she's part of the accountability group. If something happens to her, we know who her peeps are in New Jersey, and we can contact her. Hey, what's going on with M? What's going on with whoever? So part of the, but when I sit there and we're going and we see little smiley faces and making jokes, it adds to our quality of life as people, because even sometimes we do it in the morning, but during the middle of the day, you may see a message that says, shit, I didn't know this happened in the news or whatever. So we have this little private little group of smiling and bonding throughout the day. I mean, some of the things you just didn't know about. I think one of the things this morning, somebody was getting a new vanity. It's coming. I'm going to get that new vanity. It's coming. And she was sharing the vanity of, she had a new one before, but it didn't work out. So she sent back. And she's having relatives come over for the holidays, and she wants the vanity in, and she's sharing back and forth. Oh, the vanity was too big, and the old one was too big, so she had to send it back. But throughout the day, we send different things. Oh, we send little pictures of us doing different things. I even got, when I was traveling, and I was in Spain, and I was in, different parts of the world, they said, are you going to check in? I did. I check in, hey, good morning, whatever time it was, my good morning. And I may send a picture of where I was or what I was doing, and they say, hey, that looks nice, share the story when you come back. And the same thing when one of them went to, I can't remember where she went. Oh, she went down to Tennessee. And I was telling her what I saw. No, she went to Texas. I stand corrected. What I saw, did you go here? Did you do this? Did you go to, Voodoo Donut? And she went with the Voodoo Donut, and she took the picture of what I did, what she did when she was there. So we're still having this ongoing conversation, energy among us while we're away. I'm snapping a little picture here. Look at me. Sit there. I'm sipping wine over here. Somebody else is mowing along. Somebody does dog walk, and there was the dog, and somebody dog walked and left brownies on the table, and they showed a picture of all the brownies for you to eat. So there's a whole lot of going on, and we take these things for granted. I don't. I know that there is a group of people who are going to be happy that I jumped in. Hey, hey, Arlene, what you doing, such and such. And don't let me be late. Because then they say, hey, did Arlene check in? Because sometimes you forget to hit send. And you know that you checked in. And they said, well, Arlene didn't check in. I'm looking, oh, damn, I didn't check in. I didn't hit send. Oh, there you go. There's my girl. But you have that smiley, that wonderful feeling. And I think more people need to have it. You don't always have to be there. And it's a little thing that you have in the morning that makes people's day, that makes you smile. The little pictures, again, the little good grief, the little such and such. I mean, in my head, I'm actually hearing them talking and having this dialogue. Oh, what we're going to do, we're going to get together. We didn't do this and this, and this didn't happen. I was up all night long watching movies, and I didn't get up until late because I couldn't make it because I was doing whatever they call watch. I'm not a movie girl. But I always say, if you can get that and you have this a little thing, it doesn't have to be our group. Again, in our main group, there are 4 of us. No, there are 3 of us. And then I got another lady, again, she lives alone. I just check in, hey, good morning. It could be as big. And then there's a women's group that you check in every morning. I don't do that as often because I just don't do it. I can't have that accountability because I don't know them like I know my circle of friends, my sister girls. I don't know them as well as my sister girls. But the sister girls, as I said, they just come in and they smile, put a smile on your face and different things and cuss things out. Sometimes we talk politics, not often. What we have in the Halloween, how many kids came by, who got candy, and all of this is just typing. Now, it may be better if we had a Zoom call or we got together, but I guess we all just type and do little stories or make little things. And again, it usually happens in the morning between 8 and 10. But sometimes throughout the day, it's just something we want to share with the group. We share with the group. We just type it and say, did you see such and such? This happened to me. Oh my God, such and such happened to me. What's your opinion on this? What do you think about that? If it's something person specific, we would text that person independently and ask them a question or send them an email. But if it doesn't have to deal with the whole group. But it's really a great way to bond. It's a great way. I look forward to hearing those conversations and seeing what they got to say and how was their night and how their morning's going, what their plans are for the day or sometimes for the week, what the upcoming holiday plans are. It's just a wonderful way to bond. I don't know. I think accountability and having just that little somebody, that little sisterhood or brotherhood or whatever hood that just knows where you are. It says, hey, we check in, you're okay, I'm okay, we're all okay. And we forget how important that is. And, fortunately, I'm not isolated, so I, do have some other things. Because some people are isolated. That's something they all do. That's something they look forward to in the morning. Hello, somebody talked to them because they don't have somebody to talk to all day. Somebody smiled at them, sent them flowers, and, we send a big bouquet of flowers or hearts or whatever it is. Sometimes you don't have that. And we don't realize how important that can be in somebody's life to have that little something. So I hope this adds, and if you're enjoying some of the things that I'm just, please like and share, like and subscribe. God to give things because you could just live so nice, sensationally over 60.